stay like that. Stay like that. Okay, do not get it right. Latest couple in town.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Adedayo. These impressions, and I will be talking about the relationship between Davido's hate Israel and his wife, or his ex-wife in this case, because they already separated. Guys, it's been a lot on social media. Men these days are choosing to speak up. Coming back to Israel, as we all know, is Davido's hate. I'm not particularly sure what exactly he does for Davido, but we all know him as an hype man to Davido. He recently married a fine, cute, beautiful lady whose name is Sheila. I have the picture on the screen. You can see them. Their wedding was grand. It was one very expensive and loud wedding. Of course, it's a Nigerian standard to be loud. So yeah, they did not spare any expense. Davido was there, Of course, the wedding is always very grand when it comes to Nigerian weddings. So I didn't expect anything less. Israel spent a lot of money because, of course, he's been telling everybody that cares to hear that he spent a lot of money for that wedding. So the problem is not the wedding, right? The problem is the fact that now they're separated. Their wedding had not lasted for a year and they're separated. What could be the reason? Anyways, Israel has come out several times between the space of the period when they separated. I think they separated early last year, because there was a point where that woman, Sheila, came out to say that the relationship was not so good. Israel was doing this and was doing that. There was a time it was, perceiving her pants, and doing all sorts, was not allowing her to leave, was always monitoring and controlling her, won't allow her come in. There were a lot of complaints about the character of this person, Israel, from Sheila. And those were our reasons for leaving. Now, Israel, I think it just dawned on him at some point that no, how could it be that this girl left me? Decided to come out and started dragging this girl. Oh my God. So he has been dragging her back and forth for a very long time now. We thought it had ended in 2023, guys. It started again on the 2nd of January 2024. Israel woke up one day and gave a warning out to everybody. I'm going to read what he posted. Gave a warning out to everybody to stay away from a legally married woman. Mind you, they separated, okay? She doesn't live with him. In fact, she lives with a friend in Abuja. He called out that friend to saying all sort of names, calling the friend all sort of names for harboring her or keeping her in a home because she's supposed to be a legally married woman. Let me read what he said. Dearest men, stay away from Sheila. Stay away from a legally married woman, especially the ones from Edo State. Don't get yourself in trouble because of just 5 minutes pleasure. Pity your loved ones at least. If you're not pitying yourself, people shouldn't always believe they are smart. People shouldn't always believe they would always eat their cakes and still have it back. Move on. What? Thanks. I mean, that was direct. Why? Kilo day. Why? Kilo shele. So, for the past times when Israel has been dragging this girl, we've all know he has been talking like someone who has so much control of himself and someone who is, the way men do when they're hungry and they want to make the other person feel like, they're in control of everything, And we all thought that it had ended there and he had moved on with his life. Apparently, Israel isn't moving on and he is not ready to move on. And I'm wondering, how does that help the situation? If you're not moving on and you really still want this person, there are better ways to go about getting a resolution to the issue. So, Israel, what exactly do you want? Do you still want Sheila? That's the question that comes to mind. Do you still want Sheila in your life? If you're to ask me, I would say that Sheila is not going back to Israel in any way. Now, let's go to the foundation of how they started. He said he met her in a choir rehearsal or something. It was a church thing anyways, and they met each other, and he thought she was a good girl. She told her at some point in their discussions that she was a virgin, so he felt he was marrying a churchious religious person, and quiet and everything. And on the other hand, Sheila, what was the attraction of Sheila to Israel? That is what I ask myself now. It could be that Sheila, because merely looking at Israel, I don't think there was any attraction between the both of them. I think what Sheila actually thought was going to happen if she had a relationship with Israel is that she would have the opportunity to be able to be in their clique, would have an affiliation with Davido, and she would be able to use that to bring herself out. She'll be able to use that to build a career, which is exactly, I mean, it's not a bad plan, but for that to be the reason for your marriage, trust me, it is a marriage that is doomed to fail. Anyways, they had this grand wedding after they met each other, and Israel did not let us hear word after. He was always out saying she's a virgin. He had a lot of advice for men on virginity, telling men to look out for virgins, blah blah blah, how virgins are so scarce in the world today. So I feel like Israel is definitely obsessed with virginity, and that might still be the reason why is still so bent on the fact that she left him. He can't just imagine that someone like that could have left him. Wake up, guy. It's 2024. She's not going to stay with you. She wasn't getting the reason. I mean, the reason why she came into your life or decided to marry you in the first place is not being achieved. And it doesn't look like it would be achieved because she said it in her words when they were having all that altercations last year, that there was a time that she advised Israel to find something doing outside of hyping Davido. Because of course, this woman would have seen all your flaws, and she would have seen that without Davido, you literally do not have any other thing going on for you. So maybe there will be times in the house when money will be scarce, except if Davido throws a bone down. I mean, no woman would want to be in such a marriage because we women, we always look out for security. We always look out for stability, and we want to be in a household where we feel like no matter what the situation, we always have something moving, like financially. And if she's not saying that and she's advising that you do something outside of hyping the video, I don't think that's too much. But let's not still forget that even Sheila has her own ambitions, and it doesn't seem like Israel would have been willing to come forth with what she needs or how she wants things to go in ahead. The reason, maybe that would be one of the reasons why she left in the first place, because she's seen the situation and she knows that it's not going to pay her in the long run. The only reason why Sheila would ever consider coming back to Israel is if she sees that there's a change in him in a way, or maybe he begins to earn his own money and does things different. 2, Sheila never loved him in the first place. I have a feeling that maybe in his own twisted, thwarted way, Israel maybe loves Sheila in maybe it's twisted way, because it can be love. I don't think it's love. Anyways, these two people are so incompatible. It's glaring. They are incompatible and should not have started the journey in the first place. But it has happened. It has happened. Mr. Israel, I think it's time you moved on. This one you're saying move on what? Anyways, let's go to the comment section and see what people had to say about that write-up. Shan George. Shan George is one popular actress that we used to watch when we were younger, and she had this to say. All I can see is that he really loved or loves her, and what he's saying about touching an Edo married woman is very true. Is that love? That's a question that we should be answering in the comment section. Do you actually think that Israel loves Sheila? I don't think so. Well, in his own way, twisted way, he does, but that's not the right type of love that anyone should ever have to deal with. Useful Herbs says she was treated really shabbily, including having a mother insulted. There are some people who can't accept insults to their parents under any circumstance. If she's one of such people, kindly leave her alone because you have already burned your bridges. True. Her mother was really insulted. He took it upon himself to insult the mother every now and then. I mean, why? What could she have done to you? It still reeks of a man who still acts like a baby or an immature man, if I must say. Another person is saying here, underscore A Bube. Okay. You don't want her again. You don't want another person to take her. Is that not witchcraft? It is real witchcraft, my dear. It is. Another person is saying here, this is what happens when you think a lady can't leave because you've spent so much on her. Women are loyal to their feelings, not your sacrifices. Exactly. No man can, no, someone else says, no man can actually bear the pain of imagining your undivorced wife being mounted by a stranger. You will have heard and seen disgusting things that will be ripping his heart apart. Of course, men cannot take what they dish out. That's the fact of life. Jealousy wants to kill him. Anyways, this would bring me to the end of this whole Israel saga. I really do hope that Israel is not really serious about himself not moving on, because there are a lot of opportunities and a lot of other women who would like to be with Israel. He only needs to see that there are other women out there that would like like him the way he is, and he should try to, go in with his sense next time. To Sheila, I wish you luck. I wish you find someone who suits your needs. But next time, do not be so desperate to find yourself to be in the midst of celebrities or whatever, and close your eyes to all the red flags because you want to be known. Thank you for watching. My name remains Adedayo, and see you in my next video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye.